Hi everyone, my name is Christina and I'm an implementation consultant at Prosymmetry. In this video, I will be reviewing how to use resource sheets to capture information about your resources in Tempus. Resource sheets allow you to create sheets similar to Excel where you can track important information about your resources, like tracking experience or continuing education credits. With resource sheets, you have the ability to create and use resource sheet templates, which would apply across all of your resources. You can create free-form sheets to track information as needed. You can clone resource sheets into other resource records, and you can edit resource sheets in either a standard grid view or a list view. Let's take a look at a resource record where the resource sheets live and talk about some functionality. So I'm going to click into Resource Management, and then click into one of my resource records. Click on the drop-down menu in the top right-hand corner and access the Sheets area. The first thing you will notice is I have a resource sheet that already exists called Training Log. This is a sheet template that is applied to all of my resources, which allows me to be consistent about the way that I'm collecting this data. I would encourage you to watch the dedicated video on how to create and use resource sheet templates for an additional resource. When you are working with resource sheet templates, you can populate them with data using a check in and out process. So I will click Checkout Sheet here, and you can edit them directly in this grid view using the pre-configured columns and column data types. I can also choose to edit this template in List View by clicking Edit in List View. You will see that the List View has converted my sheet template into a new way of viewing this information. If I want to add data to this template, I can again click Checkout Sheet and then click on the New button to add a new row of data. It will bring up this form for me to fill out with those pre-configured column data headers and data options. You will also see when you are in List View and filling out this form that you can add an associated file to this record by clicking Upload File and then selecting the file that you want to add to this record and clicking Save. And you will see that the file has been added here. Within List View, I can also choose to filter my data by maybe I want to filter this by the training type belongs to virtual only. I can also remove my filter and group by any of the column headers. So I may want to group my data by training type, and then everything is rolled up under either in-person or virtual. And I even have the ability to add custom views for myself by clicking the eye icon and clicking Create View to create a view that is more meaningful to me when I come into this sheet template. So in my new view, I can do filtering, I can group by those column headers, and then I can click the pencil icon to give this a new name and save it for myself. And if I want to switch back into grid view, I can just click here and make my adjustments as needed. Once I'm done entering my data, I can click Save and Check In. You can also add free-form sheets by clicking the plus icon to add a new tab at the bottom. So I can see that Sheet 1 has been added, but I can click the drop-down arrow to click Rename Sheet. And from here, I can click Checkout Sheet and add my data. Just like Excel, I can type in these cells, I can drag and drop across cells, I can use the ribbon at the top for some editing options as well. So I can make my adjustments there, and once I'm done, again, I can click Save and Check In. The last thing I can do within a resource sheet area is I can clone sheets from other resources into the current resource that I'm viewing. So if I click Clone Sheet and choose a resource, for example, maybe Beverly Rodriguez, I can see the available sheets that I can possibly clone into Cameron Page's Sheets area. So I'm going to select that I want to clone Beverly CE credits, this sheet, into Cameron's Sheets area, and give it a new name. So I'm going to call this one Cameron CE Credits Sheet. So once I click clone, I can see that it is added to my tabs at the bottom with that new name, and it mimics the template from Beverly's profile. And from here, if I want to make adjustments, I can click Checkout Sheet and remove any information I don't need and add new information that I do for this particular resource, and click Save and Check In. This wraps up using resource sheets to capture information in Tempus about your resources. Please read the Help Center articles on this functionality as well for an additional resource. Thanks, and have a great day.